claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, 180! Let's go. Take that hang with us.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ballage. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 97 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, Laird. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Laird. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, 34 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Laird.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 2nd down, Ingram. They find some open field here. There goes Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. 70 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, maybe just run the clock out and go to block room.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And again, it's Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
50 cent. 50 cent. Right here. Watch tight end. Hey.
They'll run here with Balaj. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
Check 26. 61. Matchbox light.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. They run it with Balaj. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Fitzpatrick now. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Fitzpatrick. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards on the ground. First down, and it's Hill again. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. 22 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Kill. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Regular.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Jackson to throw, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Christian Wilkins, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. And an alley to run. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right. This is Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Mike, wait, Ernie! Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll pull. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. Now a desperation throw deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover.